we haven't had a weekly pop-up segment for a while. Because, honestly, I haven't come across any brand new practical solutions to help us get our pop-ups better. Until now. Welcome to the Wipeout Weekly, the daily podcast for beginners, wannabe surfers, and seasoned wipeout enthusiasts. No hype, no filler, just the highs, lows, and honest truth about learning to surf and finding your place in surf culture. I'm your host, Suze Wilson. Let's go out. A couple of weeks ago, I learned 3 things. 1, your brain gets fried when you throw too many things at it in the surf. 2, your best chance for progress is to chunkify skill learning until it becomes automatic. And 3, your body will follow your eyes. So, I decided to test it out. Instead of obsessing over my pop-up, I focused solely on one thing, taking off at a 45-degree angle. Okay, maybe a few more degrees than necessary, but hey. Doing that forced me to look down the line instead of straight at the beach like I usually do. And my brain, so surprised by this new singular focus, let the pop-up just happen automatically, faster, still clumsy, sure, but definitely faster. And it was way more fun. That's not all I've discovered. Someone on Reddit posted that they can't pop up without landing on their back knee first. Once they're up, they're fine. This sounds very familiar. They said their mobility was okay, they could pop up fine on land, but in the ocean, well, their boards have huge dents in the deck. This actually explains some little indentations on my foamy. Whoopsie. Not to worry. Reddit user Wet Fins Fine came to the rescue. I asked for permission to include his advice verbatim because it is truly precious. Here's what he said. I know about the rear knee issue personally. I was plagued with it for quite some time. It came down to 2 major things that needed rectifying, recalibrating. The back knee will be more inclined to hit the deck with a delayed pop-up. So, when paddling for a wave and always shoulder checking it, as soon as you feel the tail lift with a bit of energy, it is precisely at this time that you engage the pop-up maneuver. However, the one thing that will cause this to fail is a looking issue, as in where you are looking at the time you pop up. So, once you feel your tail lift, you ought to know what direction your wave is peeling, and therefore what direction you need to go. This should have been sorted as you're paddling for the wave already. As that tail lifts with the wave's energy, hands on deck. Do not look down at your board. Do not look ahead straight. No. Get your hands on deck. Forget about the board. Trust me on this. Just don't think about the board. But turn your head and your stare towards the line you want to take on that wave. Wait a second. That's exactly what I discovered. Anyway, Wet Fins Fine continues. There is a brief moment of time as the tail of the board lifts that creates a sense of weightlessness. It's at this precise moment that if your hands are on deck and you just do your pop-up without thinking about your board and not looking down at it or what's in front of you, the board just kind of automatically shifts under your feet, and you're already in a position to either bottom turn or immediately trim the wave depending on where your vision is fixated. If you fixate on the wall of water right beside you as you pop up, you're highline trim. If you fixate on that little spot just ahead in the flats down the line, you'll hit the bottom turn zone. I'm not lying when I say this. Knee on board is because you missed the weightless window. People miss the weightless window because they're usually staring at the board or what's directly in front of them as they're paddling. This causes target fixation. And by the time you've arrived at that target, your board has missed the weightless window and you're now late to get to your feet. It's a looking problem, and committing to focus on down-the-line attention. Feel that lift. Fixate on the wall or the line down the wave. Your board will almost magically end up under your feet. You just gotta trust in the focus process. This is like the best advice ever, methinks, because it totally makes sense to me. Hope it does to you too. And that's all for today. Check out the Wi-Fi Weekly for our free newsletter, more stories and ways to connect with us. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow for more of the Wi-Fi Weekly.